Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about how the right woman can actually help you attract more wealth and make you more money. But before I begin, I want to let you guys know that I have a free school community. It's a like-minded group of guys who are on the same mission as it pertains to financial freedom, bettering your health, and attracting healthier, better, growing relationships. So if that sounds like you, click the link down below. So how does the right woman fit into making more money, right? Now, you've probably heard that or have heard from podcasts or different YouTube channels that women are a detriment, right? They're to be avoided. They're to be, frowned upon as it pertains to growing yourself. And they're sort of seen as a distraction, right? Now, I agree with that totally. If your sentiment is incorrectly ordered, if the place you're coming from is not rightly ordered, meaning if you are looking for women to have sex with, right, just for that purpose, you're never going to be able to focus. Because listen, right, women come and go, people come and go. So if you're hooking up with women, right, doing one night stands, and that's just your goal, right, or you're just there to hook up, you're going to be significantly hindered as it pertains to your strength and your focus when it comes to making money, running a business, focusing on work and bettering your finances altogether. Because women want relationships, right? No matter how much they say they want to hook up, they all want relationships, right? So when you hook up with a girl, right, there's an exchange of emotions, there's an exchange of energy, right? And women, right, they have more of an emotional bond when they have sex, right? So when that act is over and she's gone, right, if she liked you, right, she's gonna want to come back, right? And if you're a guy, and you're just looking to have sex, you're not looking for a relationship, you're not looking for marriage or any of that, or kids or anything, then, it might be tough for you to deal with the woman coming in and out and coming back to you, because it's going to be frustrating. Because, oftentimes you're going to be like, damn, like, these girls won't leave me alone. Like, I just wanted to hook up. Why do they keep asking for me? Why do they want to text me, right? So listen, that's a never-ending cycle. That's a never-ending spree of frustration. And if you're a guy and that is, your plan is for wealth, your plan is for financial freedom, your plan is for success and, growing a relationship and growing your health and being better in the gym, all of that stuff, right? How do you think that's going to be affected by all the women that you've hooked up with constantly texting you, constantly begging for your attention? That's going to you're going to be mad, you're going to be angry, you're going to be pissed off. And, I don't think that you're going to be able to fully lock in like you can with all of that going on, right? So the right woman is a woman who wants to be with you for the long term. Because when you trust someone to be with you, right, and you have a vision for where you want to go, and they see it manifest in your life, and they see you working towards what you want to work towards, and you're constantly bringing it up in different ideas, right? And you're constantly talking about the goals you want, you're setting new goals, you're talking about different things that you learned with the person you're with, then it becomes easy and you don't have to worry so much about other things, right? Like, you can sort of be content with the fact that, hey, this person's going to be with me, right? And now you can focus. But until then, a lot of guys are stuck, right, trying to find the right girl, but they're not the right guy. And if you're hooking up, if you're looking to get laid, but you still want a long-term relationship, you still want a marriage, right? Your actions and your thoughts and how you perceive women are misaligned with how to have success and a good relationship. So the right woman, how is that going to make you better? Well, there's a few things that will help, a woman can help you with, right? she can do things around your house that free up your time so you can focus more on work. I can't tell you how much time is spent on cleaning, on folding clothes. It's not a lot, but when you add it up every week, I would argue that dishes and cooking and cleaning and buying shit around that for, buying stuff for cleaning and stuff like that, that takes a lot of time, right? And as a guy, I'll be honest, with the things I got going on with work and, the gym and education and just whatever I'm trying to do, a lot of that shit's aggravating, right? It's annoying. Going to the store, picking up groceries, like, yeah, it's a part of life. And there's obviously going to be things that you have to do at some points in life, right? But I think a woman can take care of a woman who will take care of a lot of that for you is gold, right? Because she's saving you time, and time is your greatest asset. So that's the first thing. And then a woman who, listen, all that stuff is good that I talked about, right? But if she doesn't encourage you, if she's not supportive of you, or if she's not telling you you'll do great, or she's not loving, right? Like she's nagging, she's annoying, then, I don't think she's going to be fit for it. And to be honest with you, a woman who's nagging and annoying doesn't clean or cook anyway. So there's a good chance that if she's cooking for you and doing things physically like cooking, cleaning, and all that stuff, that she does love you, and she's going to encourage you in other ways as well when it comes to your health, looking good, right? Like my girl's always complimenting how I look, right? She's always encouraging me, telling me I'm going to do well, right? With anything, whatever it is, she's always there to support me and keep me encouraged, to keep me going, to keep me taking action and pushing towards better results and a better life. So that's going to be key for you, especially if you're a guy who wants to build wealth, who wants to have financial freedom, right? Because most people don't have financial freedom. Most people don't have wealth, and their relationships oftentimes can be a direct reflection of that, of why they don't have that. So if you're going to build wealth, if you're going to, start a business or write a book or be a coach, be a fitness coach, or do whatever, it's going to be hard to do all that successfully while dating a woman or dating multiple women who are aggravating and conflicting with what you want. It's going to be very tiresome. It's going to add more stress to your life. And as a guy, you don't have time for stress outside of work, right? Work stress is enough, right? Especially when you're working full time, when you have the gym, when you have business ideas going on, you have other obligations. You need a woman who's going to be there to take care of your house, to take care of you and support you, right? And when that is in alignment, right, and you're doing your part and she's doing her part when it comes to the relationship dynamic, then your life will reflect that in a great way. A great woman can really push you forward, right? So again, I'm against the idea that guys shouldn't be in long-term relationships. I think long-term relationships can work, right? You got to pick the right person, and you got to not fixate on looks, right? I know it's hard for us because we live in, especially guys, we live in Instagram and TikTok where we see the most beautiful girls all over the planet, right? Pornography, same thing. But again, if you pick a girl who's a 6 or 7 who follows the things that I talked about here in this video, you're not going to have a lot of stress in life. You're not going to have a lot of troubles and worries. And the process of you making money, the process of you investing and seeing those returns is going to be a lot more easily acquired than if you were to have a shitty relationship going on, right? So I would recommend that you stay single until that person is in your life, right? And God only knows when that person will be in your life, right? If you're single right now, I know it can be tough. I know it can be sad at times. I know it can be lonely at times. I know it can be quite hopeless. Like if you're single and there's days on end where you just have no one there, there's nothing to do, like it feels like life sucks, right? It feels like life is just gonna you're just gonna die, right? And I can assure you that if you trust in God, if you trust in the greater good. You know, the universe, God is friendly towards all your plans, right? And if you're being a righteous guy, right, if you're doing the right things, if you're retaining, if you're taking care of yourself, if you're working, right, you're staying positive, then that woman will show up in your life at some point, right? But until then, stay focused, and again, everything will come to you in due time. So that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.